Don't you just hate it when the wrong person is right? A few weeks ago, I was having issues with my N-scale model of York, and its front pilot kept constantly jumping the track. So I decided to make a video about it. And most of you guys said that the problem probably had to have been my track. One user, who I'm just going to call Hudson for short, decided to give me a video on what I should do to fix my problem. So I went ahead and I watched it and I followed the video's instructions. But that didn't seem to remove the problem. So I just decided to move to the YouTube comment section to see if people had something to say about it. I don't remember what this person said, but they said something along the lines of, you can't put a curved piece of track in front of a switch. So I was like, that can't be right. You probably should be able to do it completely fine. Nope, he was right. I put a straight piece of track in front of the switch and the problem went away. I ran the model in both directions and the problem stayed gone. But now I would have to move literally everything to incorporate this small piece of track. All of the track would have to be moved, all of the switches would have to be pulled, had their wires pulled out of the ground, moved. And I was like, this just seems like way too much work. I tried pulling everything apart and moving the tracks on its own, and for the most part, things seemed to be going okay. But unfortunately, I have another very temperamental engine on my model railroad, and that's my express engine. Unfortunately, my express engine does not have traction tires like all of my other engines, and there's this one specific section of the table where the track bends up. You can see the nasty bend, can't you? For years, I've ignored this problem because my first engine had traction tires and everyone else manages to get up it just fine because they have traction tires, but my express engine unfortunately does not, and as a result, it slips when it's trying to go up the hill. To comprehend this problem, I had simply sanded down the bottom of the rails to meet the hump in the table. However, this wasn't working now because I had moved everything, and now the hump was increasingly becoming more and more frustrating for my express engine. I tried sanding and sanding and sanding and sanding, but unfortunately the problem wasn't going away. And I decided, are the wheels out of gauge? Yep, the wheels are out of gauge. So, rather than fixing the problem, I went to sleep. For years, I've just dealt with the way and the flaws of my model railroad, but I figured now that it's summer break, I might as well start over. So, to those of you who told me to just get a new table in that one video,
Fine. Have it your way. Yeah, that's right. Puff away.
So I pulled everything off of the table and I quickly removed the warp in the center of the table. It's not perfect, but it's definitely better than what it once was. Track is now flat and locomotives don't bump over that section, so as far as I'm concerned, the problem is fixed. However, my express engine still does like to slip a little bit when going up, but I think it's due to its back or its front. I think it's due to the front pilot truck. Like the back half of it likes to jump off the rails when it's trying to enter a curve. However, on straight track, it is completely fine. So there's another locomotive I need to look at. Originally, I wanted to get this completed so that it would fall in line with the driving of the Golden Spike, seeing as I've done that before, but unfortunately, I decided to get sick. Like, really sick. Like, I'm shitting blood sick. Now, let's play a little bit of a quiz game. What do you think I did when I realized I was shitting blood? Do you think I, A, continued building my model railroad and chose to ignore the problem? B, why would there be any other option? That's obviously what I did. You could say, I didn't give a shit. You guys should probably get those types of things looked at. Anyways, moral of the story, occasionally you're wrong and maybe the wrong person is right. Yeah, thank you all for watching and goodbye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Seriously, who are you talking to?
Bye-bye.